midnight each day.
On Valentine's.
So it saved where we were. Okay, they were just giving us like a, this is where you are recap. Yeah. So we had green on JC, Jasmine, Jaya is red.
Lacey.
Oh, yeah, sorry. What's up?
I think you might be barking up the wrong tree there.
So, when you use this, it counts as a hint, I think.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
But honestly, like, I don't know.
We don't have all the time in the world.
Yeah, well, and it's like, I also don't know that I have the patience for us to sit here and, like, garble through trying to just do it off of keywords, you know?
If I was playing this on my own, I would do that, but we're not. We're recording it, so...
Yeah.
So, should I get a solicitor, or shall we try and talk it out with him?
Let's try and talk it out with him.
I think we should get a solicitor.
Okay.
I think we should get a solicitor. I know the perfect firm. I'll do it all. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're a liar. I don't.
That's why we've got
believe
insurance for these kinds of things anyway. But the cheek of it. Oh, I don't really know where to start. I feel a bit numb. Maybe we should just talk about him.
Maybe Jaya should check Ellen's alibi with the taxi company.
One step ahead of you, boss. Elin was picked up from the pier just after 11 p.m. There is no way she could have got from there to here in an hour.
So someone's lying.
It hadn't even been a year. He was a quiet, solitary man. A good listener, as I suppose you'd need to be. His confidence did grow as time wore on, but that's what you'd expect after you've fitted in. I mainly miss our chats. He used to work late with me and tell me things about the patients, things that I probably shouldn't have heard, but did. What do you think of the patients? Nah, perhaps you shouldn't say. You can ask me. Go on, I'll tell you what I think.
Yeah, there is that whole doctor-patient confidentiality, you know,
Whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares?
We'd work late together on all sorts of things. He was preoccupied with finding patterns in patients, trying to find some kind of order. Mainly he was searching for a common experience the patients might have had. That's what led them to his office. He'd study everything, even the referral letters.
They were referred by Cthulhu.
Of course. Dear Dr. Dekker, I am referring to you, a patient of mine. They seem to be deeply disturbed. Yours truly, Cthulhu, dark madness, god of the night, in the deep dark ocean. Sir, Esquire.
Yes, letters, parking tickets, holiday destinations. You know, I find those referral letters... He was sure there was a pattern in them. Mariana is a special girl. You know, there's something about her that just makes you want to follow her.
Into the ocean.
Maybe that's what a trendsetter looks like.
She's a siren!
Yep.
I think Bryce has a lot of misdirected anger. I don't think I like him that much. You know, sometimes when things overrun, he's outside waiting for you, and he stares at me as if he's undressing me with his eyes. You know, he's not the first person that's done that, but still, you know, it feels worse coming from him.
Yeah, he's a little creepy.
I think he's a lot creepy. I feel like, you know, fantasizing about it, but once you attain the power to freeze time and take people's clothes off and look at their boobs, like... You've gone beyond a hint.
My question is, like, is he actually undressing people, or is that, like, all in his head?
If he's fantasizing about it, I mean, that's cool. If he's doing it, no.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, do not.
Claire seems to be shaken by something. You know, I offer her drinks every time she comes in, but she always refuses them. It's as if she just wants to come in, get her session over with, and then run off to do something else. It's a bit rude, isn't it?
Claire is the one who stabbed her husband?
Yep.
Okay.
Elin seems like a lovely person. I'm not really sure why she's here.
I think that maybe Elin really isn't a serial killer. I think she really is doing what she says she's doing. I think she hasn't killed anybody.
Okay, but if you're saying that she is... Okay.
Oh, I just want to cuddle Nathan all up. He's such a mess. He's always in the same clothes. You know, he barely talks to me, though. It's the same hello every time. He reminds me of Tom.
Who's Tom?
I don't know.
Tom was a quiet mess, like Nathan. Youngish, in his early 20s. He taught piano, but he did have a strange hobby.
What strange hobby?
Tom liked to base jump.
That's a cool hobby.
Basically falling from a huge building or mountain and pulling your parachute before you hit the ground. He started to think he could fly. Dr. Dekker tried to talk him out of it, but Tom had to prove his point. So one day, Tom decided to base jump without a parachute.
Did he fly?
Can you guess what happened?
Did he flew?
No,
He flew.
I don't think that's it.
He did die. He was hit by a rock from further up the mountain. He never got to fly.
Oh.
Nathan thinks he knows what his problem is too, but if he's not careful, he'll get hit by that rock.
See, he was hit by a rock. You don't know.
Goodbye.
He could have been flying.
Okay.
I want to believe.
I wish I'd said goodbye to Dr. Dekker. It was so sudden. You know, here, then gone. He resigned anyway, but that's not the same, is it? Dr. Dekker resigned shortly before his murder. You know, it's sad, but doctors come and go and only poor Jaya remains.
What?
I've got his resignation letter somewhere. You know, I do all the hiring and firing around here. Well, Professor Alderby and the Trust technically do that.
What about that didn't make sense to you?
Why would she be the one hiring and firing people?
Maybe she runs the office? I mean, okay, so if she's like an office manager, then she would be doing the hiring.
That's just like, it's not my experience with a group of doctors to do that. To have the office manager pick who is going to be...
The office manager is in charge of HR. So if she's like an assistant, then probably not. But, I mean, if she's the office manager, they're the ones that are generally in charge of hiring.
In my experience, usually it's the doctors or therapists or people working together who decide who gets to be a part of the thing. It
depends. If they're run by a board, like a group of partners, as opposed to like the actual doctors running the place, then the board goes through her.
Okay.
Professor Alderby is a trustee. Did I not mention that?
Also, this is not set in the United States, so, like, I don't know if it works differently over there.
I can't help you with that. Sorry.
Professor, what was his name?
Alderby.
So Alderby wasn't a patient.
No. He was another doctor. He said that in the beginning of the footage.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe he was just like, I'm a doctor, so therefore I'm not crazy.
No, that's why he was like, all my colleagues think I've gone mad, blah, blah, blah.
I thought he was a patient who just happened to be seeing Mr. Dekker. Dr. Dekker.
On Valentine's Day, Dr. Dekker had a session with Claire Castleford at 11 and that nurse, Elin, at 3. Everyone else cancelled. You should see this place Christmas Eve. I was at home though, so I don't actually know who came in. Dr. Dekker did phone and ask me for Nathan's number, which is a bit strange. She was cuddling him like he was 6. He's 25. Most of the patients are suspects, according to the police. Almost all the patients are referred, and some of them are privates, but Dr. Dekker didn't introduce any of them. So you watched the tapes. Ah, gold star for you.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I spell Cthulhu?
Cthulu.
I've got no idea what you're talking
Wait,
about.
I don't think that's how
Sorry.
that's spelled. Wait, hold on. He was...
Yeah, that is how that's spelled.
No,
Oh,
it's an A.
Cthulhu with an H at the end.
Okay, we already talked about it. Okay.
It's smashed.
What do you mean?
The glass smashed.
I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid.
Here, just see if there's a...
I don't like to go to hints right away. Won't she be breaching patient confidentiality? Is that spelled right?
I mean, you can... Confidentiality.
It's too small.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, don't be such a... It's just between us two.
Okay, we gotta talk to Nathan about...
Dekker calling him.
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past.
We might have already asked him that.
Hannah was forever giving to charity. Her things, her time, our money. I actually suggested a charity that Dr. Dekker mentioned called Mind Stretch Outreach.
Wait.
That's a very weird charity name.
He said I suggested a charity that Dr. Dekker suggested.
Yeah.
But he didn't start seeing Dr. Dekker until after she died.
Yeah. But he held on to her things for 5 years.
Oh, I thought he meant that he suggested that to Dekker.
Oh.
Hannah never met Dr. Dekker. She did donate to his charity once, though.
See?
Yeah. Wait, but... I don't know.
That doesn't make sense in terms of the timeline.
Oh.
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today.
You killed them.
I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway. But it's also where they died.
That's where you kill all your victims.
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there. By the lake. Only about 9 or 10.
You killed her.
Yep.
She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
You drowned her just because. She just wanted to know what it felt like to kill again.
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children. But she seemed different. Special. I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
I don't know.
I mean, depends.
Did you kill her?
Good. It felt nice. I felt like I was being nice. I felt human. So I can find her and talk to her again, Doctor.
Sure.
Then I will. I'll look for her next time I'm there.
Okay. Maybe this is alright.
David had been hunting again, and, well, she's seen some of the skins he hung around the lake house.
Animal skins. David hunts, then skins. It's horrible, really. He's not really good at either job, so the skins still have great lumps of bloody carcass hanging off them. I'm sure he'll get better with practice.
Those are your skins, ho. Those are her skins, and the skin is David!
David wasn't there. Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing. They died of carbon monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
That sucks.
Sorry, I don't know anything about that. There's very little I'm not willing to talk about, Doctor. But I'm afraid I don't know anything about that.
You spelled it wrong, though, so you might want to try again. Yeah.
I'm not sure. It was a faulty boiler, I think. The day Dr. Dekker was killed, I had a session with him in the morning at my usual time, 11 o'clock. That was the last time I saw him. Dr. Dekker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I'll be taking it to the grave with me, though. As did he.
What?
Dr. Dekker was more animated that day. Excited, even. He talked a lot. Are you bored? Do you want me to talk about something else? I don't know. I suppose she just reminded me of me. I spent a lot of time alone as a child. She said she was trying to catch some strange creatures that she's seen in the water.
So in the Cthulhu mythos, there's like a lot of like weird sea creatures.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like hybrid people who like make deals with
Crab people?
Yes, crab people.
That walk like crab, talk like people?
Of course, yes. But they like make deals with the underwater people who I can't remember what their name is. I'm not a Cthulhu expert, but like they usually live by the sea and they kind of like turn into fish people slowly, and it's like something about
it's
like,
a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. They're like worshipping Dagon or something.
Or whatever.
I don't know. Minnows, probably. Everything's strange when you're a child. It was 12 years ago. I was still very young. Too young to be an orphan, anyway. I had to toughen up quickly.
That sucks.
Love? Yes. I suppose I always will. Met isn't the right word. David has always been there, in the shadows, on the periphery. I move in very exclusive circles.
Okay.
You tend to see the same faces.
Very exclusive circles.
I don't move in any circles anymore. Those people were my parents' friends, not mine.
How old is David?
Valentine's Day night, I was at the lake house, watching David, like I always do. He has trouble with his mental faculties and is getting worse. Yes. I watch him and make sure nothing bad happens.
So you let him go hunting.
I know.
It seems like really inconsistent.
I've known David forever. It seems like he's always been in my life, one way or another. It was a family friend. It's different now, of course, to when I first met him. I felt like he was protecting me then, watching over me.
How old is he?
Nothing could hurt me when he was there.
I don't know. It seems like there's probably some sort of age difference. Just
Yeah, but I'm wondering how old was she when they initiated their relationship and stuff.